Greetings, humans. My name is Jane. You can call me Jane today. It is 12:44 a.m. I have work in the morning, and my brain is on fire, and I just want to talk about something. I just feel so weird, still feel so strange, and there's been something on my mind. Um, yeah, and let's just talk about it. Yeah, there's millions of reasons to not like you. Okay, there's millions upon billions of reasons to not like who you are as a person, and you can think of every reason in the book to tell yourself that you shouldn't do something because of it, right? We live in a society. I know that's a very lame way of describing the world, but we're in a place where most people will have to make some type of social interaction, and if you carry a perception of yourself that no one's going to like you if you do something, or maybe an interaction that you might have with somebody might be negative, it can be kind of difficult sometimes to do things that you want to do. Example, right? Maybe something as simple as just getting in the kitchen to grab food. You gotta interact with one of your family members. Maybe you don't like them. You don't want to go in the kitchen now. It's a very oddly specific example. Or maybe it's just you're going somewhere and you have to work on something or a project, and you don't want to work with a person at your workplace, or any host of reasons where you might be doing something and then you realize you're either not going to like someone or they're just not going to like you. This is for people out there who just really just don't like that idea of dealing with people they don't like, or being someone who is unliked. I think it's more so this uncomfortability about whether or not you are liked by people. And what I'm about to say isn't going to make it any better, but it's the truth. It's like, when you're born, there's people who already fucking hate you. On birth, man. On birth. It could be your nationality, your skin color, your religion, or whatever it is you're invested in. There's people out there who just fucking hate the fact that you fucking exist. The fact that you live and breathe makes them angry. And I thought about this when I was, I don't know, how old was I? It must have been 18. I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. Because a little backstory on me real quick. Like, I just grew up like very socially anxious around people and constantly wanting to please people, constantly wanting people to like me. Even today, I think it leads into my life, and it makes me very uncomfortable. This need to fit in, this need to get people to like me, and to avoid these uncomfortable situations, and constantly putting that mental strain on my mind. Because I don't like that feeling of being around people who I know might not like me. I don't like hearing about people who don't like me. Because I just want everyone to just be I guess, I don't know, fucking be my friend or some crazy shit. And I want to get along with people. And, I've spoken to people. I've tried to speak to people who I don't have the same ideas as, people who I disagree with. And sometimes it's just the fact that, like, you're never going to be able to please certain people. Maybe there's just the differences that are between you and someone else are just too great, and no matter what way you want to phrase things to someone, they're never going to be satisfied with your answers. Or they're never going to be satisfied with who you are, or why you represent something, or why you want to do something. And I personally, I have this idea that, like, maybe if I can just come up with the best way to represent something or do something, then I will be accepted. People will understand what I'm doing, vibe with what I'm doing. They're going to give me the benefit of the doubt. And it's partially a need for perfection. And one thing, it's the need for having things be a particular way. If I don't run into people who don't like me, if I don't deal with these negative situations, then they don't exist. Okay, people can't like me if I don't know people. Does that make sense? I don't have to put myself out there to do things. I have to put myself out there to try things, because then I might put myself at risk of having people around me. You know what I mean? So I feel like what I'm describing right now is when you have so much anxiety and so much issues with dealing with the perceptions of others. I think it puts you in a frame where it's really hard to interact with people on the day to day, and that is important in my opinion because people bring a lot of amazing things to our lives. And I'm not a very sentimental dude. I wouldn't even say I'm very social, but I'd say like opportunity is one thing. You know, if you're just looking at the logistics of it, like the more people you speak to, the more connections you make, the more you learn to collaborate with others. I think genuinely the better life can become if you're really good at that. I'm not very good at that. But overall, I think it's important. And when you're really, really worried that people won't like you, and you're not able to be genuine and be yourself, it can kind of feel fake to people. And you don't really make strong connections with others. And if that's not something that you want, you don't care about being around other people, you fucking hate people, whatever. But there's no perfect version of you that's going to make everyone like you. All you can do is just do your best. That's just all I was thinking about. I should go to fucking bed. My girlfriend's gonna kill me. Anyway, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.